Hello, people of the interwebs. This is the Space Kangaroo coming at you with another gameplay commentary. Now, the topic for this Top 10 Tuesday is my top 10 favorite video games. Alright, number 10 is Sonic and the Black Knight. Now, this is a game you probably haven't heard of, but it was very fun when I got it. I was just a kid and I played right through it as soon as I got it. You basically are Sonic and you need to save King Arthur from the Black Knights. And it was just a fun game as soon as I got it. I played through the whole thing. I just really enjoyed it. Now, how I got the game is kind of a funny backstory. My dad was taking me for a father-son trip. We happened to end up at his friend's house near where we were, and they were grilling, so they invited us. We went, and they happened to get a Wii there, a brand new one. Well, actually a used one, but new to them. And it came with like 10 used games, and I found this one, and I asked if I could play it, and they said yeah. So I played it, and after I stopped playing, because I saw I really liked it, they were like a couple in their 30s, they didn't have any kids or anything. They were like, do you want to keep the game? And I was like, oh really? And then they said yeah. So I kept the game, and as soon as I got it, I just played through the whole thing. It was the only game I played until I finished it. That was just a really fun game. Now, number 9 is Scribblenauts. This game, you could just use your imagination to create anything. You could create a bag of popcorn with wings that was allergic to chickens. I mean, you could probably create that, most likely. If you have Scribblenauts, I want you to go right now and try to do that. Bag of popcorn with wings that's allergic to chickens. You could probably create that. Like, the game, you could literally create anything. Within the limits of the game, because it was rated everyone 10 and up, and couldn't do any, like, mature content type stuff, if you know what I mean. But I just loved that game when I got it. And yeah, so number 8 is FIFA 10. Now, I decided to choose FIFA 10 because it was like one of those like, nostalgia type games. Whenever I go back to play it, I remember the good old days. Basically, this was the game where my friends would always come over, we would always play it. It was like really competitive between us, and then they would ask me to bring it to like their houses sometimes and stuff. Like, it was one of those games where everyone, all of my friends, like that was the only game we played when they were over. When it was like new and stuff. Alright. Number 7 is Donkey Kong Country Returns. Now this game was awesome because like I never played the original Donkey Kong games, and this one came out and I was like, wow, this game is really fun. I mean, I figured out I love the Donkey Kong series so much that I have 3 posters in my room of Donkey Kong. Yeah. And I just went through that game. It took me a while. I'm not as good as at side scrollers as I wish I was, but I just played that game till the end, finished it. That was like one of those games where when you finished it, you like felt so accomplished, the most accomplished you could be. Alright. Number 6 is Pokemon Soul Silver Edition, and the reason I chose Soul Silver was because it was my first actual Pokemon game. Now, I was a kid, I loved Pokemon, but I only thought it was the TV show. I would watch every episode, every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. I remember doing that. And then when I figured out it was a video game, I was like, wow, so I got Soul Silver, that was my first game. That was like the other ones, the only game I played when I had it. And it came with that Pokewalker, so you could like walk your Pokemon like to level them up, like you would go inside this it looked like a Pokeball, and it was one of those pedometers, and you'd have it with you. And I didn't really use it. I just kind of opened the game, and then I kind of like threw that aside. I had like never used it at all. But that game was just awesome. I remember I started with Cyndaquil, because I mean every young kid looks to start with Fire type. But I eventually learned I'm more of a Grass type person, and then I kind of restarted the game and played it again with Chikorita. That was where it was at. Alright. Oh yeah, a funny story about that Pokewalker thing. My best friend at the time, who sadly moved to Virginia, and I haven't seen him since 5th grade, and I'm gonna be a sophomore next year in high school, so I'll probably never see him again. I hope I do, but that's how things go. His dad moved around a lot. He used to live in Switzerland. He used to live all over the world. But now he's settled down in Virginia. That's his dad's last place of work. But he let his mom one day take the Pokewalker out as she was going for a jog, and well, she forgot to take it out of her like pants or shorts or whatever after she went jogging, and she put them in the washer, and then his Pokewalker broke. I said joke. I was gonna say joke. It's pretty funny. Not really, but still. Yeah, so it broke. He was pretty sad because he actually liked using it. I was just kind of like, oh, because I didn't really use it at all. I just kind of played the game. But yeah, alright, now we're in the top 5. Ooh. Alright, number 5 is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. This game, I always played it at my friend's house, and I was so jealous of them. I really, really wanted it. But I just never got it. I don't know why. But then one day, my friend who had it kinda didn't want it anymore. So I bought it off him for $20. And that was literally one of the only games I played at the end of the Wii. Like, sadly, I had to play it later than everyone, but that's just how it goes. And yeah, I can't wait for the next Super Smash Bros. I'm gonna get it on the 3DS and the Wii U. Cause, you know, it's awesome to play it on the go. I mean, who doesn't love playing games on the go? Alright, number 4 is GoldenEye 007. Now, you may have heard the original Nintendo 64 version, which I didn't play even though I had a Nintendo 64. I got it on the Wii, and that was my first shooter. Now, this came out at the time the Black Ops was out. I remember I was kind of jealous of my friends of having Black Ops, even though it was on the Wii. But I kind of I saw this game at E3, like, before it came out, and I was like, I want that game, and I played that game all year. Like, I played it just as much as I've played all the Call of Duties. Like, that was my first shooter, and I just loved it. The very last mission on the campaign, that was a pretty hard mission, but I was able to get through. I did it. And yeah, it's pretty much number 4. Alright, now number 3 is Mario Kart 64. Now this was the game that got me into gaming. Basically, this game, you didn't really unlock anything. Everything was already unlocked, but it didn't matter. You still played through the Grand Prix. And I always played it with my uncle, and he sadly passed away now. But without this game, I wouldn't be where I am right now on YouTube. I wouldn't probably even be playing video games without this game. Like, his son-in-law got this game, had a Nintendo 64. He gave it to me. He gave it to my uncle, actually. And then I eventually got it. But whenever I went over to my uncle's house as a small child, I would always play this. And he always chose Donkey Kong. And I always thought Donkey Kong looked like a girl in that game. I was like, Uncle, why are you playing as a girl? And he's like, I'm not playing as a girl. I'm playing as Donkey Kong, a gorilla. And I'm like, I don't believe you. But I just have so many good memories from that game. I always use Yoshi. The game was just amazing. Right. Number 2 is Xenoblade Chronicles. If you watched my last commentary, you probably remember how much I want Xenoblade Chronicles X to come out. I'm probably gonna start a series called Walkthrough Wednesdays where I do new games, and this game might start off the series because it's amazing. I got that game. I was at GameStop, had a gift card. I wanted to buy a game while I was there because I was kind of impatient. So I bought that one and couldn't stop playing it since. Like, I didn't even have an intent to get I had an intent to get a game, but not that one. I just kind of, before I saw it, I saw the reviews and I was like, wow, this game does look fun. So I decided to pick it up that day. I did. It was awesome. And I played through the whole thing. Really liked the story, and let's hope the next one is even better, because that would be amazing, obviously. Alright, my number 1 favorite video game of all time is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Call of Duty is the game I play the most, so I have to put it at the top. Because, I mean, obviously, if you play the game the most, it's obviously a game you like. So, the only bad thing about Black Ops 2 was the quick scoping. Besides that, I think that game was like perfect. I love the score streaks, the Big 10 system. That game ran amazing. Theater mode, like, I don't see why they took theater mode out of Ghost. They said it was caused for like lag and everything. I don't think it made that big of a deal. Theater mode causing lag, because there's definitely just as much lag in this game. But yeah, that was my top 10 favorite video games. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, my social networks will be in the description. And you need to like, comment, and subscribe. You need to. No, you don't need to. But if you would like to, you can. Also, in the comment section below, comment what you would like for my next Top 10 Tuesdays in the comments section below, like I already said. And for Fun Fact Friday, no one commented what to do for the next Fun Fact Friday, which I said to do the last Fun Fact Friday video. So if you want to tell me what to do below, just say Fun Fact Friday blank, and then Top 10 Tuesday blank what you want me to do, and then I'll choose one. Like I chose top 10 favorite video games because someone commented that. Alright, that was the end of the video. Thank you, and goodbye.